You know, all across the concrete jungles of our world, we got a lot of Tarzans, but we need more Supermen. More men with supernatural gifts and abilities. You know, Tarzan, he did what he did by impulse, right? He's a grab-and-go kind of guy. And our society has become pretty much just that, just grabbing, getting, go. A society that's never been more based on what I can get, not what I can give. But then there are men who have a different spirit working in them. Supermen, you got to call them, because they're not living to grab and go, they're living to stay and give. I know we got a lot of so-called supermen in our society. You know, they're trying to fight evil and injustice, but it's just with natural powers. The natural power of money, natural power of intellect and charisma, novelty, all these new ideas, and you got people trying to make a positive difference, but a lot of them are overcome with a lot of negative powers in their life. But one man came into this world to make men supermen, give them supernatural ability, bring them into a new season. Not a grab and go, stay and give. I look at Elisha. You know, he was one such man. He was a blessing to so many people, even his enemies. I tell you, really know you're a blessing. Christ can bring you to that level. But you know, he had a sidekick that was different. His sidekick had the grab and go spirit in him, and one day out of greed he wanted to take, even from the work of God, and Elisha said, this is not the time to take. It's not the season to take. It's the season to give. It's the time in our lives to give. And where did he get that kind of power? How did he come into that season? Well, he got it from Elijah, from that mantle that he wore over his shoulders, from that cape. Jesus has given men power. He's bringing people into the new season, not from some cape that he wore, but from the cross that he bore. So he came to his own, and his own received him not, but to as many as receive him, he gives them power. He's making men supernatural men. He's also making women supernatural women. Like that woman at the well that, you know, he never should have talked to her according to the customs of the day, because he was a Jew and she was an Arab. That didn't stop Jesus. He talked to her about living water that would give one the ability to not thirst again. Imagine that. The power to not have to thirst for things that don't satisfy. There are people all across this nation that are bound with the awful thirst that can never be satisfied. The awful thirst for more booze and more drugs and more perverted sex. And more things and more status. Oh, his living water, his grace breaks the kryptonite. You know what that is, right? The chains of sin that keep you in the crypt. Keep you in the night. And then she realized that he wasn't just talking about this water. He wasn't just giving it. He was the actual source of it. The Niagara flow. It just keeps going. And then she had that heart ready to receive it. Some people don't have the heart to receive the gifts and the power that he wants to give, because, you know, they still think they got something to offer God, offer this world. The Bible says, no, all righteousness, filthy rags. The Bible says it wasn't we, but it's he that first loved. All begins with him, not with us. And you want to allow Jesus Christ to bring you into this new season, because, you know what I mean, without the love of God, I mean, hearts are only going to get harder in our society. Things are only going to get tougher. But, you know, you can allow him to bring you into the new season, not grab and go. Stay and give. Stay in the marriage. Stay in the home. Stay in the toughest places of your life. Because now you're receiving something that you never had before, his grace. His supernatural power that he wants to give to men and women and make them different.